There is a drug epidemic happening here in America. Our fathers, mothers, sisters, brothers, nieces, and nephews are dying each and every day. Enough is enough. It's time to fight back. Welcome. You are now about to witness the beginnings of the underground church in America. Our government has been infiltrated with Luciferians, and our cities have been infiltrated with madness. They want our heads. They want our silence. This is our response in Christian resistance. We are a select few of Christian soldiers, and we need to know, are you down? And now, for the minister.
Super Soldier.
Welcome back with your favorite soda jerk. Well, anyways, so today I want to talk about the Big Beaner controversy in Amarillo, Texas, okay? So, if you don't know about the Big Beaner controversy, a few months back, I think the restaurant's closed now, but a few months back, somebody tried to open up a restaurant called the Big Beaner, right? And some people got offended by the name Big Beaner. And so, I gotta admit, at first, you want to be offended. I wanted to be offended by it until I started thinking about it and thinking, you know what? As Latinos, Chicanos, Tejanos, whatever you want to call us, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what we eat. We eat beans. Okay? It's not like, now if they named the restaurant the Big Asparagus, that would be offensive to me, right? You know what I'm saying? Because, what are you going to go order? I'm going to order, let me order some fideo with some side of asparagus. Like, what? What kind of episode of Twilight Zone am I living in? Somebody slapped this man with a nopal, right? So, being Latino, you're going to go as far as deny a frijol? Or what? It's just a bean. Try it. No. So if you're offended by beans, I better never catch you at the Allsups getting a burrito combo, okay? With the big red, okay? The only time that you don't mind waiting is when they tell you that, we'll have burritos ready in about 5 minutes. When the burritos are going to be fresh, right? That's when you don't mind waiting. You don't mind waiting in line for fresh burritos, right? You're like, oh no, go ahead, take your time. We can do it, take your time, do it right. We can do it, baby. Do it tonight. You hear that? That's pan dulce. Hey, dude, run out there. Give me pan dulces. 2 maranos. And that little with the pink on the top, dude. I'm serious, dude. So let me share this with you really quick, okay? It's from Matthew chapter 18, verse 7, okay? Woe to the world because of offenses, for offenses must come. But woe to the man by whom the offense comes, right? So this is Jesus talking right here. It says, woe to offenses. In this world, they're coming. You better believe offenses are coming. We have no control about people that are going to say things that offend us, right? But all we could do is control how we're going to react to offenses. Okay? How we're going to react to offenses, we got to choose our battles, and this is not a battle at all. We're talking about beans. Really? You're going to get offended by beans, and so let me share with you this little story here. One summer I was working as a maintenance helper at a motel. And I was working for this Hindu man. He was Hindu and he was the owner. And he used to go get parts for the guy. His name was Joe. He was a maintenance guy. And he had a real high pitched voice, and I would try to mimic his voice when he wasn't around, you know, and he'd talk, here you go, Joe, here you go, Joe, and he would talk like that, and I would try to mimic his voice, you know, and well, a couple of his friends heard, and they said, well, you know, Soda Jerk, he's over there, you know, making fun of you, he's mocking you, you know, your voice and the way you talk and whatnot, and I'll never forget the response to this Hindu man. He said, when he said this about me, was he laughing? And they said, oh yeah, you know, and they said, when he said this about me, was he smiling? And they said, oh, yes, he was laughing it up at your expense. Yeah, he was smiling, he was laughing it up. And he said, I'll never forget this. He says, if it makes him happy, well, then let him say it, you know. And when that got back to me, you know, me being a Christian, it really impacted me, you know. Here, this Hindu man is teaching the Christian a lesson, right? The way he handled that offense, just letting it like water off a duck's back, you know. And if him, being a Hindu, could take offenses like that, then me, representing the cross of Christ, come on, I could do a much better job. I have to do a much better job at offenses coming to me. I don't have 1 minute to be offended by something that, you know, you can't deny we all eat, right? We're talking about beans, okay? So let me tell you a funny bean story. One summer I came home, I was working, and after work I was laying down, I was watching a divorce court, right? It was the only thing on. And this young couple, we were getting a divorce, and I was falling in and out of sleep. I can't even know if I really heard this or right, or I don't know, but the judge told them, you know, said, why do you want a divorce from this young woman for? And he goes, well, Judge, she don't cook for me. And she said, I do too. I cook for you. And he said, yeah, well, yeah, she does. She does cook. But Judge, she cooks things like beans, right? And she said, Judge, hold on. I got to say something. She says, yes, I cook him beans. But it's the good beans with bacon in it. And just then I woke up out of a dead sleep. I'm like, don't leave her. She's a good woman. Especially if the beans have ham hocks. Aww. And if beans were so bad, then how come they write little jingles about, I can't remember off the top of my head, but saying something about beans being good for your heart, something. I do. Hey, Amarillo, back in the 90s, Fresno had a restaurant called Ole Frejole, and I don't remember anybody ever getting mad about that. Ole! What's up, vato? So if you like what you just heard, hit the like button. Hey, you know what? And one more thing. Put it down for the city that you're watching this in. You know what? If you're watching this in the Fresno area, you know, in the comments, put down the name of your city and represent. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Parlier. Is anybody watching in Parlier, California? How about Santa Rosa, California? Any of my West 9th homies watching these videos? Then put it down in the comments for the city that you're watching this. Come on, Amarillo. Did it make it to Amarillo? Come on, somebody's got to put it down for Lubbock, man. You know, so let me be the first one. I'm putting it down for Crosbyton, Texas. So I got an announcement I want to make. The announcement is Antidote for Addiction number 8. I'm going to drop it in a couple weeks. And I just want everybody to get ready for it. You know, if you have a story of how the Lord took you out of addiction, I want to hear about it. And you can send it to this address right here.